what is my risk of material misstatement? What is my risk of material misstatement? My risk of material misstatement is also I come here, which is inherent risk and control risk. Because my risk of material misstatement, I can do propose. Again, when I propose, then say I fine. This shows me I medium. If I'm not comfortable with this, I can say no, I want to what? I. Of course, don't forget I said that it then shows you the red border line. Okay, but when I'm comfortable with see this, I can make it blank and then make it I. All together. Also, if you don't want to change something, you can change it, like, because your professional judgment is still very important in whatever you're doing. Your professional judgment is still very, very important. Okay. So let's proceed. Now, next thing we want to look at quickly now is I've done my risk of material misstatement. Gradually, I'm now moving to my risk response. So based on what we have done, I'm done with everything here. Gradually, I'm now moving to my risk response. Now, so I'm done with my risk of material misstatement. Guys, let me still check if you guys are together. Guys, are we together? It appears I'm talking to myself because I'm not getting any feedback, anything again. You guys have decided not to talk to me. Salam, okay, Joseph came late. Salam, are we together? Salam. Well, Salam, what happened? You're not talking again.
Yeah, I think we are falling apart. So if you could please slow down, that'll be fine.
You're what? I didn't hear you.
We are not too together on this one, so if you can slow down a little, please, that'll be fine.
Yeah, but why did you call me back since? I've asked you even before we went on break that what's the issue. If you have any question, let me know. Okay, so are you here now?
Yes.
Good. Are you here and have you done your risk of material misstatement?
Yeah, some of us are there, so I think we can move on. Just keep it a little bit slow for us.
Okay, that's fine. So do you want me to give you who is not here? Who is not there? I can ask Joseph because I think Joseph came late a bit.
Okay, I think the control side.
Yeah.
I want to start with the new control and then go through the whole control procedures.
So I said document your control. You come here to document your control. Fantastic. So what we did is to, what we did is to document our controls. The same way we did for risk, we link it to the FSC that is affected. Now, the attribute will then say the direct control, indirect control. You respond that to that. And when you have done your walkthrough test, you can then document this evaluate control implementation. Are we together? Now, you then have your test of control. We also came here and documented our test of control. Once I've documented the control, who gave the control? It's the management. Okay, you raise a risk, then you discover the management then will then give you the control. Your responsibility is now test, is that control effective or not? And that's the purpose of what? This control design. But once the control they are giving is related to the risk, what do? You come to this icon here and link it to what? A disassociation, to link it to the risk or stand on the control or stand on the risk and link it to a control. And that's what we did here. Now afterwards, and I came to the risk again, we now said, okay, for the risk, based on what management have said, now the control they gave us has he actually treated this risk? Is he a yes? Is he a some or a no? Let me show you from here. Is he a yes? Is he a some or no? If it's some, that's what flows in here. But because you have linked it to the risk, you then have P and D here. You link the risk to a control or control to the risk, you have P and D there. Now, under the addressed, the tool for you to address your risk is via what? Your work program. And that's what Caseware brought in here. And I said earlier, when Caseware brought that in, it links our trade that risk to our trade and that rules, which is the work program, and also for revenue. Why? Caseware was able to do that because we link this FSA to trade and receivables and revenue. Once you link it to that place, Caseware pull up the work program for trade and receivables and revenue and attach it because that's the tool for you to do that. Now, once we are done with this, I click OK. And at that point, I now said that this is not populated for you, but this was not there. So what's now your overall in risk control risk assessment for all the controls under revenue, receivable, and receipt? At that point, I said, you then, of course, based on your assessment and based on your professional judgment, you then assess this. I said I use I medium in this case because my risk was not treated fully is some. So I want to say some control works, some control does not work. It's not fully satisfactory. So I said it is whatever you now do here, you do to save the control that then flows back to the FSA. That flows back to the FSA, such that if I come here and I do propose, it gave me I medium. Shalom. Are you fine now?
Yes, sir. We are fine. Thank you.
Now, again, I proceed to say that this of my time statement, under the this of my time statement, what do we have here? Again, I come and click propose, which is inherent risk times control risk to give me this. Now, why are we clicking propose? As the name implies, the name implies is propose. You can still go ahead and change it. You can still go ahead and what? And change this. Okay, so for example, in case I propose this and I want this to be I, you can still go ahead and change this. Okay, that's fine. So based on what I said, we are done with this section and we are gradually progress to this section. Now, before I then open my work program, we want to go to risk response planning. Risk response planning. Who does that? The risk response planning is done by what? By the manager or team lead again. Under the risk response planning, you then have which procedure do you want to complete under the risk response planning. Number one, I want my substantive procedural basic to flow into my work program. So I come here, I click selected. Please do whatever I'm doing. I select it. I want to do substantive procedural basic. Again, I want to do substantive procedural extended. I click selected. Now, I'm just pausing for this first two now. Okay, for this first two, I want to do the first two. I'll come back to this other one later on. Now, let me now go and open the work program for my financial statement for this trade and receivable. Work program for this trade and receivables. What do? I come here, this is work program for trade and receivables. I come here and click on what? Work program reference. Everybody click on the work program reference. With this, I will then show you, number one, what the work program looks like. Number two, also I will then show you how to then customize and edit your work program as a team lead. It's after you have edited the work program, you have customized the work program, can then hand over the work program to the team members to what? To go and respond to it. Now, are we ready? Have you opened the work program for trade and receivables? Okay, still loading. Okay. I'm just waiting for you guys again. I'm waiting for you guys, please. Tell them, please, when you are ready, let me know. When it's open, let me know.